Welcome back to Star Trek Online, everybody. I'm your host, the Housecoat Gamer. And today I'm breaking the pattern a little bit, mostly because, well, it'd be a waste to use this ship, to use the Galaxy-class Starship in combat. Time for Coliseum.
My contacts tell me that Starfleet has rejected my request for military assistance. That is regrettable, but not unexpected. The Tal Shiar are formidable opponents, as are the forces directing their action. I understand why the Federation would hesitate to engage them directly. So today I appeal to you, not as an ally in battle, but as a person of compassion. My people need your help. I need your help. One of our ships was carrying a load of Thalaron weapons through the Nopata system. That ship has disappeared. There are no indications there was a battle. It's as if my ship and its cargo simply vanished. I know you have your reservations about the lengths to which I will go to secure the freedom of my people. Tell me, if you do not trust me with Thalaron weapons, do you want Hakiv to have them? I can provide you with the last coordinates of the vessel. Please help me. Do what you will with the weapons, if they survive. But find my people.
I can live with that. As for why I'm pulling out the Luna class and breaking the order a little bit, let's be clear, this is a science ship. Not exactly a true combat vessel. While it's more combative than most ships, mostly because it's a science destroyer, it's still a science ship. So, no combat for the USS Titan's class. The next mission will involve the Galaxy, and everybody loves the Galaxy class. In fact, I don't think there's anyone that doesn't love the Galaxy class. Bit bulky, but it works. We're not in combat. Why is that music always playing when I enter this system? In fact, there's another set of music that's playing in the background. That's just bloody lovely, isn't it? Alright. Let's get onto that station and get this over with. Fortunately, I know exactly what to do. Now, this is going to be a bit annoying. But when isn't it? Cycle left. Yeah, I've done this too many times. Still annoying as hell, though. There we go. Let's start overriding everything. That way we can get down to the surface and get this over with. Expand range to 10 to 1,000 kilometers. Active Hulk. That. Do that. Yeah, this part's just boring. Tedious, but boring. Economical. Restore factory settings. And finally shut this thing the hell down. Change operational state to off. End session. Return to ship. Yeah, that's not happening. Gotta fight for my right, huh? Alright then. Party time!
Make sure you pick up your melee weapon. All of your gear is deactivated, and I won't protect you in there.
I have all the weapons I need.
Remember to equip your new weapon.
I have a Mark 15 sword. I don't need anything else.
Commencing Test 1. No pod in Desert Akari. Entering testing area.
Come on, give me the arena music. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Commencing Test 2. Releasing Warrigals now. Proceeding to Test 3.
I think having the personal endeavor system on is kind of detrimental at this point. Especially since I want to hear the Amok Time music. Get off me, you ugly bastard!
Prisoner 1478. Remain in the area for interrogation. Prisoner, return to holding area. Failure to comply will result in punishment.
Now for a bit of annoyance. Having to talk with Slamak. And the stupid pick your own choices thing. I'll just let you listen to the conversations.
What do you want? I remember you as well. It seems your prison break, however well-intentioned, just ended up the same way. It's enough to make me think that I keep picking the wrong side. After escaping the installation, I joined up with a freighter. We were passing near this system when we were snared by a satellite and drifted into the planet's atmosphere. The ship crashed, and even though I activated an emergency transporter to beam several of us to the planet's surface, we were captured almost immediately by a group of soldiers. Since then, I've been stuck in this cage, watching my former crewmates fight and die in this arena. Now I'm the only one left alive. That is all I know. We were transporting a shipment of Thaleron weapons. I know that your people will not use them. We do not want to, but our fight is getting desperate. We needed to do something, anything, that would shift the tide of war, even if that choice was horrific. I jettisoned our cargo as we were entering the atmosphere. The weapons were completely destroyed. I've seen what Thaleron weapons are capable of firsthand. I could not allow them to contaminate a world not involved in my people's fight. I don't know who was responsible for this place. The trainers and the guards all appear to be mercenaries, without any clue about what's going on. They're paid to keep us in cages and look the other way. The night I was brought in, I was interrogated. There were bright lights in my eyes and a synthetic voice asking me questions. Whoever it was took care to conceal his identity. No. I have been questioned by these people several times before. My reluctance to answer their questions earned me this shock collar. Refusal to help them now is quite painful. Interestingly enough, this was the first time I've been questioned about another participant in the arena. They asked how you treated me, and if you had said anything about why you were here. They even wanted to know if I thought we could become friends. Someone thinks you are very important.
Of course they think I'm important. I'm the other.
I have no idea what they want with us, or why they make us fight. This all seems like some sort of giant game, but there is no one in the stands to be entertained. I think there are others. I hear other fights. If there are other prisoners, I have never been able to contact them. We are kept separated and caged, unless we are fighting. The trainers carry key cards. That's the only way I know to get through the defenses. Can I trust you? I can see that we think the same way, friend. A few years ago, I worked as a bodyguard for a Ferengi merchant. He had a talent for acquiring latinum. And during my time with him, I learned a few things. I was able to lift a key card from one of the trainers during my interrogation. If you help me, I think we can overpower the guards and escape through the main door in the arena.
Let's get this over with. I want to get the hell off this planet. I hate this mission because it forces me into a melee combat fest. And
If you fail to comply with commands, you will be punished.
well, melee combat, as you might have noticed, is not something I'm fond of. Mostly because of the Borg.
Test scenario 4 activated. A hollow release.
It's the worm! Shai-Hulud is angry!
Enemy targets on center.
Shai-Hulud is very, very angry. It's the worm!
Use the consoles on the sides of the arena to fight the Elder Worm!
What you can't see, me bopping my head to the Amok Time music because it's fun.
Enemy targets on center.
Alright, round 2, worm boys. At least I know one thing, I'm getting a lot of latinum from this. Peace may be good for business, but so is killing everything in sight. It's the worm!
Just like last time. Use the remaining console on the side of the arena to fight the Elder Worm.
You know, it's a shame that that doesn't play the entire time. It used to.
There's another set of consoles by the metal wall. Use them while the worm is distracted.
In other words, release our friends. Cannon fodder.
We need more help. I'll try to free the other prisoner. You fight the worms.
Already done.
The worm destroyed the metal wall. Run! That's our way out.
Yeah, we really need to get this mission redone.
Romulan base? Here? What did they want with us? And what is that device?
It's an Iconian gateway. Just wash it off in orbit. Ugh. I'm really gonna need to wash it off in orbit.
Watch out. There are Romulan Scorpion fighters overhead. They're looking for us. We need to move quickly and smartly to avoid detection. I recommend we head to the east. See that mountain in the distance? My ship crashed on the other side. It may have something we can use to signal your vessel. The search for us will only get more intense the longer we stay here. We need to get away from the arena as quickly as possible.
Don't need to tell me twice. Actually, you don't need to tell me anything. Head for the rocks.
There's a fighter heading straight for us. Quick, stay still and wait for that fighter to pass overhead. If we are fortunate, they won't detect us.
That doesn't make any sense. They've got extremely high-powered sensors.
They didn't see us. Let's move on.
Or is it because there's a...
Go on. My injuries from the arena are too painful. We need to find a place to rest for a moment.
Okay. Time for yet another fetch quest. Collecting things... that are kind of pointless. Fortunately, I have a solution to that. Auto run. Mostly because I have to look up things on the STO wiki. Was it tedious? Yes. Was it annoying? Yes. As for I was looking up on the wiki, the alternate Terran weapon set. I have it at tier 6. I'm considering getting a another set of tier 6 items. Mostly weapons, so I don't have to keep swapping everything around.
Thank you, my friend. I'm feeling better now. I think I can continue.
I am considering getting my hands on the phaser version of the set, but I have to really consider it.
Now that we're in the canyon, we shouldn't have to worry about the fighters anymore. Just the local wildlife. Keep your eyes open.
I don't fear the local wildlife, for I am the meanest man on the planet with a Thompson submachine gun. And blah 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 blah. Nobody wants to hear what I'm saying. Unless you do. In which case, leave a note in the comments. That way I know if you actually like this whole rambling nonsense. Because seriously, I don't know what you guys want. Do you want more silence or rambling insanity? The choice is yours.
The weather isn't going to hold out for too much longer. We should look for a place to spend the night. I've noticed that there are things we can gather along the way to make our night more pleasant. The search patrols are moving on. We will not survive a night in this desert. We need to find shelter and safety. If we can scavenge provisions to create a camp, we'll have a better chance of reaching the wreckage of my ship alive. The temperature is dropping. If we don't find warmth, we risk hypothermia. We can't use a phaser on the rocks here to heat them. They're too porous. We will need firewood. Look to the dry plants. If we can collect tinder, kindling, and logs, we will be able to create a fire that will last through the night.
I wouldn't call any of these log-worthy. That, sure. That pretty much screams kindling. I don't even think this counts as wood. Looks more like an animal. I mean, the cacti I get.
That should last us through the night. Let's get into this cave before the temperature drops anymore.
I'm kind of reminded of that episode of 1,000 Ways to Die, where two idiots steal a saguaro from the Arizona desert and get high off peyote and mezcal. You have disturbed the cactus universe.
The temperature is dropping rapidly now. This cave should protect us from the elements. I've done some exploring. It looks like this cave continues when the sun rises side of the mountain. We could save time and energy by using the passage instead of trying to find a path over the mountain. Excellent. The passage saved us hours. This could be a good day. Let's find my ship. My ship isn't far from here. I think I can make out smoke from the wreckage on the horizon.
May I recommend to Cryptic that you actually redo this mission? Just new cutscenes, better flow, less annoyance.
There she is. She wasn't much to look at, but she was ours. And when we were flying through space, we were free. Perhaps she can help us one last time.
I mean, I figured I'd ask because I think we all want this mission to remain more or less the same, just flow better. Like the conversation with Slamek, that was, shall we say...
We should check to see if the emergency beacon survived the crash. But in the likely event it didn't, we might be able to piece together some components to create a makeshift emergency beacon.
Yes, we should. The beacon is screwed. On that note, we really need to get get more ground assets. For example, that's the damaged part from a Constitution wreck model. I know this was during the somewhat early days where they couldn't afford to make more specialized models, but one would think that after years and years and more assets, they wouldn't be able to just redo all of this. And now we're about to get a rather awkward cutscene where Hakeem fails to kill us. Now, in case you're wondering what I mean by that, it's awkward because it's old. And it's crude. It's not bad, it's just crude.
Did you think you could run from me? There is no place where I cannot find you. My spies are everywhere. Prisoner 1478, take your place. You did your job admirably. It is good to know at least one Riemann understands who is the master and who is the slave. The loss of the listening post was a minor setback. Riemann's refuge in the Dera system has been destroyed. Dozens of subjects have been tested in my arena. When the Iconians return, they will find I have done all they have asked, and more. But you will not be there on that dreaded day. This tiresome game ends now. You could have been such a fascinating test subject, but this time, no. This time I think a more direct approach is best. Ready? Aim. No!
Like I said, awkward.
I apologize for Slamek's action. I had no idea there was a traitor in our midst. If his actions caused harm to you or your crew, forgive me. That was not my intent. However, your trip to the Nopata system was not in vain. Now you see. Now you know. Hakiv is a pawn of a greater power. The demons of air and darkness are here. You should report to your superiors. Tell them what you have seen here. Open their eyes to the dangers that lurk in the shadows.
In other words, deal with the Iconians before we deal with you. Works well enough. Housecoat Gaming, signing off.